So hey guys, I'm back with another video. In tonight's video, we're going to be discussing rapper Meg Thee Stallion and her recent interview that she did with the Marie Claire magazine. In this interview, she spoke on the perception of her raunchy lyrics and her sexual demeanor. She basically talks about how she is perceived as a female rapper when the main topic of her music is based upon sex appeal, explicit actions, and essentially talking about how good her is. Now, I wanted to discuss this just from a standpoint of women in music and their presence, because although we can go deep and say her music and other female rappers' music is a bad look for Black women or too sexual or whatever, it doesn't negate the fact that any musician, regardless of their gender or their race, should be able to rap about what they want, especially if others can do it without ridicule. Like, yes, they do shake ass and rap about some very polarizing things, but there are women, and not just Black women, who do and have been doing the things that they rap about. Like, I can name people I know from my hometown that are real deal city girls, like, and real deal stallions. Like, I just know them, like, okay? And that's just them. Not all Black women are like that, but some are. So if Meg or whatever female rapper represents that or represents an extension of somebody, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, I think a lot of Black women have an inner city girl or stallion, because I know I do. Okay, maybe not everybody, but I know I do. Nobody is strictly one way. No Black girl, especially us young women, are strictly about modesty and praising the Lord and education. Like, I'm not one-dimensional. I can get ratchet and do hood rat things with my friends too. And I see nothing wrong with that, as long as you can handle that and know how to act accordingly and appropriate at the right time. Furthermore, when it comes to rappers like Meg within Black female music, there are other Black female rappers and singers who have subject matters that are contrary to what she raps about. The reality is sex sells, and it always has and it always will. So Tierra Whack or Chica, those are some examples of good female rappers that are less sexually explicit than what is mainstream. And to me, everyone likes what they like. There isn't the best balance of sexual appeal, raunchy female rappers versus the ones that are not. And I don't know what we can do to have both coexist, but I think they do, and that's fine and it's normal. Just because you like Meg's music and her movement doesn't make you a downright nasty ratchet whore or whatever the negative connotations that come with that are. And just because you like the sounds of Ari Lennox or Chica doesn't make you strictly a positive, melodic, naturalist, and whatever the other positive connotations that come with that are. Meg spoke out against people, mainly men, who criticize her lyrics for being too sexual. Personally, I don't think Meg should take the brunt of this, as almost every mainstream female rapper, the up-and-coming female rappers, and even the struggle female rappers all do it. The all-female remix of the song Thought Box by Hitmaker, who is really Young Bird. I don't know why he thought he could change his name with his mushroom-looking ass, but that song showcases Young M.A., Dreezy, Dream Doll, Mulatto, and Chinese Kitty, all of which who are essentially rapping about the same things. I don't really insightfully listen to most female rappers for lyrical content, because there really just isn't. Like, let's be real, most of them aren't saying anything different than the other, but still, I enjoy some of their music and the anthems that come with them. Meg Thee Stallion just so happens to be one of the most poppin' female rappers out right now, and for her to speak about how men in the industry and in general oppose her lyrics is super interesting to me. So she says, quote, "A man can be as mediocre as he wants to be, but still praise. A man could talk about how he's about to do all of these drugs and then come and shoot your house up. But as soon as I say something about my vagina, it's the end of the world." She then goes on and claims that this is a misogynistic stance that has more to do with her gender than her content. And she says, "What are you really mad about? You cannot be mad about me rapping about sex. That's not what you're mad about. It's something deeper." And I personally do agree with her and what she said, and I wanted to dissect it further. So I've broken my video down into two main talking points, so let's get right into this video. So point number one is the hypocrisy, which is obviously what we're talking about and what we're going to address. Male rappers rap about the worst shit ever, and people sit idly by, and I just really want to know, what is the difference? Like, honestly, what is the difference? I remember sometime in 2019, music executive Jermaine Dupri talked about the lack of diversity in female rap and how most of the girls are rapping about how good their is compared to the next person. And he said something about strippers rapping and that the level of talent is, in his opinion, lacking. Yet, looking at what most mainstream male rap is, I see an abundance of bullshit rap too, okay? As much as this video is based on gender bias, I'm looking at it just from rapping in general. Meg explained that there is no way that you can get mad at a woman for rapping about sex when male rappers do it all the time, which is absolute facts. The most explicit and sexual content comes from male rappers. That's point blank period. They're just not out here damn near naked and slanging their dicks on camera for us to see or have a glimpse of some of the things they be capping about. I mean, rapping about. Let me chill, okay? Let me chill, y'all. But nah, for real, let's take a look at the lyrics of some of the most popular rap songs from male rappers as of 2020. So starting off with Roddy Ricch's The Box, this song is literally filled with sexual content, violent lyrics, drug references, and many more. And I'm not against that, because if I can speak my truth on YouTube about whatever I feel, so should the next creator. But literally in the chorus of the song, he says, "She sucked the nigga so got a cash app," basically implying that after he got his peen sucked, he paid the escort or the prostitute or the hooker or the stripper or maybe even the college student money for her sexual services. He also says in the song, bitch don't wear no shoes in my house, which is true. Like, bitch don't wear no shoes in my house. But honestly, y'all, he refers to women as bitches, which to each their own, but nonetheless, he's talking about paying for sex. Is that a positive aspect of men and women's sexual relations? No, absolutely not. But is it a reality of Roddy Ricch's life? Yes, and no one blinks an eye at that. Had whoever the girl who sucked the soul is came out and made a song and said, I sucked this nigga soul, he sent money to my Cash App, everyone would be up in arms, even women, okay? Even though that's her truth and that's what she does. Like, you cannot get mad at women rapping about sex when women are having sex, liking sex, enjoying sex, maybe good at sex, like the idea of sex, taking interest in sex, want to be open about sex, are confident in sex, and all of that, okay? So moving on, let's look at the song Out West by Jack Boy featuring Travis Scott and Young Thug. It says, banging out west, slanging out west, gold metallic knife, I can shank you out west. I just put a drum on a new Kel-Tec. I just put my cum in her now it's wet. Y'all see what I mean? Like, I've been so distracted by the dance that goes along with this song that I never really actually looked at the lyrics to look at what exactly they were saying. Like, there are children dancing to this song and a grown man just said, I just put my cum in her now it's wet. Let's be real here. This is overtly sexual, but furthermore, in the song, Young Thug then says, I used to tell Lil Baby this us, then I got over the shit. I used to like her, but now I love her, the way she drank in my spit. You're cheating, she under my cover, we cuddle and shit. Like, I would keep going, and I will, okay? He then continues and says, now shawty said she wanna suck the tip. Baby, I want all 4 of your lips. Ex-college girl, she can suck up a ship. I eat Molly and take this on a trip. The entire song is full of really crazy sexual references, but people are standing there making TikTok videos, dancing and going crazy. No one batted an eyelash. Some of y'all have kids that are dancing to this, and yes, your child probably doesn't know what the lyrics mean and just cares about the dance, but still, I'm 22 years old and I didn't even realize what was being said up until now when I really went to go look at it. So now I'm gonna do one last song just to reiterate the hypocrisy of sexual lyrics in songs of male rappers. Since people wanna act like rap isn't one of the most erotic and obscene music genres driven mostly by men, let's look at the song All That by Moneybagg Yo and Meg Thee Stallion. Now, this is a song with both Meg and another male rapper. The entire song is about sex, okay? This isn't even her song, she's just featured on it, and still the subject matter is the same as any other song that she would write about or any other song that a male would talk about. It says, what you doing with all that ass, let me touch it. She say it's mine, so I smack it when I F it. Freak in the bed, but innocent in public. She be hearing I ain't shit, but still she love me. Then Meg Thee Stallion comes in and says, water Fiji, hold his chin while he eat it. F me in the mirror, cause he know his conceited. Possessive with that he say I can never leave him. I bet not catch you looking at my nigga, and I mean it. Bow, bow, bow. No, but for real though, honestly, y'all, it's still a good song to me, okay? It's a good song. I'm not saying the lyrics are the best, but it was a catchy song. But honestly, point proven. Like, I'm not even sure if men do not regard what they do when they start to mind a woman's business, but take a look in the mirror, okay? I also want to point out that sometimes men act like women are not having sex or sexual. I did a video some time ago and I had my friend on there, Zay, and he was basically making a good point. And even though he said it very, very wrong, it's actually very true what he said. He said,
a lot of niggas is stupid. A lot of niggas don't understand that bitches fuck. A lot of niggas don't understand that bitches do the same shit niggas do.
And he's right. Men act like women are not sexual or having sex, and I don't know why. And it raises the question that if some men are this appalled by a woman's sexual lyrics, then who are some of these men actually having sex with? I'm just keeping it real. Some men talk about how women are disposable thoughts and sex objects, and then when we rap about it, or either like songs of women rapping about doing the same thing, they're crying out that there are no good women when they keep sticking their pulsing, piping, plump penises into the pelvic areas of women they rap about. It's hypocritical. It's even more hypocritical when some male rappers act like their girlfriends and wives or the girls that they're interested in or follow or double tap their pictures are nothing like the girls that they rap about, or at least that those girls are not capable of the things that they rap about. And I want to let y'all men know, if it's not your girl doing it to you now, she probably did something similar to the man before you, okay? For example, not to rag on Moneybagg Yo, I don't have any problem with him, but someone tweeted Moneybagg Yo and said, Ari should have been in the video Vixen, which is one of his songs, and she is his girlfriend and is known for her presence on Instagram as an Instagram girl, and she's the child mother of another rapper, G Herbo. So he got defensive and he responded back and said, she belonged to me in real life. I'm not treating her like a thought in a video. Relax. So it's like he's in denial that his own girl could ever be like the woman that he raps about sexually. But when you look at Ari, she looks like she belongs in a music video. And it's not to rag on her, she just has the aesthetic, she has the look. She's the type of pretty girls that you see in the music videos. And I know Ari doesn't represent most girls, but most women over 18 are sexually active, or at least have been. The hypocrisy with men in this case is kind of stupid and makes no sense. If you want to say a woman should be classy or tasteful, then go for the classy and tasteful woman, okay? Applying your preference on a woman that doesn't match your preference is ass backwards. It's hypocritical. Now, point number 2 is played out, meaning a lot of the music is played out. A lot of the stuff is played out. A lot of it is redundant, repetitive. We've heard it before. It's been going on for years. So I can understand it being a bit played out, okay? Now I want to be real enough to say this. When a rapper, a singer, or an influencer first comes out and people go crazy for whatever song, whatever dance, or whatever their thing is, the fans push it that they want more and more of that initial trend or thing that they are known for. So when Meg came out, she had the whole big old freak, hot girl summer, real body thing going on, and people loved it, okay? Even me. When I saw that she was a tall, brown-skinned girl with body and, naturalness, it just related to me because I'm exactly that. I'm 5'10", I have some junk in the trunk, and I'm a brown-skinned girl. So I was just relating to her, which is why I actually ended up liking her. A lot of us ladies went crazy for the hot girl summer movement, which, side note, had nothing to do with women being hoes. Like, in my opinion, that was just a misconception that bitter men made to justify why most of them ain't shit. But that's another video. But anyway, when my channel first started to take off, a lot of people loved my commentary on social issues. So I just kept with the flow. I kept making videos that pleased my supporting audience, right? So I don't think it's that wild that she keeps rapping about the same things, I mean, that's what she's expected to do to upkeep her momentum in this industry. Not only that, but it's her style and her type of rap. It's also fair to point out that us humans naturally get bored with the things about other people. Trends are only trends for a reason, okay? Eventually, some things get old or played out and we move on to the next thing. Now, I do have to keep it 100. Female rap is getting redundant. Like, it's to the point where I want to be a female rapper in 2020 because I know I can easily do it. Like, there's just, to me, not really much to it in terms of actually making a song. The whole aesthetic, the shows, the management, the bookings, the money, the deals, all of that I know is hard. I'm not going to take that away from anybody doing music. But in terms of writing music and having a song and the lyrical content, to me, it's not really that hard, okay? If songs like Move Like a Snake can trend, then I can for sure rap. And that's just how I feel. Like, I just have a way with words, and I think I'm funny and entertaining, and I can really make some good female rap music and be successful if you ask me. I think people do like the sex appeal and raunchiness of female rappers, but the thing is that most of the newer female rappers lack variety. I want to hear you rap about your I do, because I can relate. I have one. But I also want to hear you rap about heartbreak, things that empower you, how you changed your life with your new career success, and things of that nature. I personally think that Meg Thee Stallion will be a bit obsolete within a year or two because people are just going to get tired of the topic, and that's just real. Nothing against her. Not because we don't want to hear it, but naturally we like change and we like variety. In my opinion, what set Nicki Minaj apart and kept her relevant for so long is because she literally tapped into every genre of music there is with her rapping. She did rap, she did R&B, she did pop, she damn near did a few rock songs too. People liked how she adapted to different genres as well as had a lot of range in her raps. She did the typical my is better than the next chick vibes, okay, we got that. But she did talk about heartbreak. She talked about her miscarriage. She addressed her rap beefs, things of that nature. I think that's why she was so well liked for so long. I also think that's why Doja Cat is seeing a lot of success so far because she has a bit of range. Now, I don't think it's right to police Meg Thee Stallion's rap topics because I wouldn't want people to tell me what type of videos to post on my channel. So she has every right to speak out against the people who tell her to rap about something else. I think the reason why my channel is successful is because I don't just sit here and discuss colorism. I try to talk about social topics that involve a plethora of things. Things for all women, things just for black women, things for young women, things for Nigerian women, crazy stories about famous people, and then I give you more serious topics at the same time. People usually like artists for one main thing, but then we expect them to evolve, and that's what Meg Thee Stallion has yet to do. And I do think she will eventually incorporate other topics of things into her raps because even a rapper can get tired of rapping about the same thing. Trust me, colorism is a redundant topic to me, and sometimes I feel like I've said all I could say at this point. Doesn't mean I'll stop talking about it, but I can incorporate other things to appeal to my audience too. I think female rap has and hasn't really changed over the past 5 years. I think what has changed is how hypercritical people are of female rappers nowadays. I think it's within reason because some of these bitches really do not need to be rapping, okay? Some of y'all really do suck. But also a lot of them are confined to a certain type of music. That's why there's a female rap boom because although it may be harder to be established and make it big, the standard and the expectations are minimal and honestly really simple to attain. Every woman can talk about how good their is and how good they are at sex and how many men they can scam and saying all the hating assholes that a lot of these women say that they have and talk about. Is it really a lyrical challenge in the grand scheme of things? No, okay? So yes, Meg Thee Stallion may be redundant at this point, but she is in an industry that will really push her to capitalize off of one topic because sex sells. Her, the City Girls, and Cardi B do nothing different and nothing that is unexpected as it relates to their career. I think I need to do a whole video on the current state of female rap, but that's for another day. I also want to point out that there are some positives that can come with a lot of these women's lyrics. I will agree that most, if not all of the lyrics are usually expressed in a severely sexual, suggestive way or in a very provocative, vulgar and profane format. But setting that aside, we have gotten some affirming lyrics from some of these women. For example, honestly, y'all, when the City Girls said, "Real ass give a about a nigga," I felt that. And yes, they said it in the most crude way possible, but that was a statement. It basically just told us that as a real chick, we don't care about these broke, dusty ass men, okay? Well, at least that's just how I took it, okay? Maybe you guys didn't take it like that. I think perception plays a role and it's very subjective, but female rap has its pros and cons just like the next genre of music. We can say it promotes a lifestyle and image that is negative, and it for sure does, but also that's just the industry. When it comes to you as a woman in entertainment in any form, whether it's Meg Thee Stallion's music, the girls and the beauty standards on Instagram, or the models you see in print, take everything with a grain of salt, meaning you don't have to live by everything you see and understand the distinction between entertainment and reality. Female rap has become a growing field within the last 4 years, and I genuinely think Cardi B made it so that a regular smuggler girl can get on the mic and say anything. Like, the whole former stripper into mainstream rapper was really catapulted by Cardi B, and she did open the door so that more and more girls can come in regardless of their background. Like, whether they had a musical background like Mulatto or a stripping background like Cash Doll, female rap is going up right now. And to be honest, all of these women are entertainers nonetheless. Sexually promoting a female entertainer exists in all genres of music. Country, pop, rock, R&B, this has been happening. It's just getting skimpier than before, but that's literally the requirement and funding of men. And not just any man, but white men at that, who are at the top of the music industry. There are components of female rap that does re-emphasize lewdness and sex, but for every female rapper, there are 5 male rappers talking about their sex game and their stroke game and the things they like to do in bed and the actions that they like to do. So I see no point policing or making a comment about Meg Thee Stallion's lyrics, let alone any of the mainstream female rappers, because almost all the rappers are doing the same thing regardless of their gender. This is the new era of rap that we are in. I'll keep listening to the I'm a Savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, the same way I'll still keep listening to Bust Down Tatiana and all of that. So let's just cut the malarkey. So that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. What is your commentary on my commentary? Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.